Hello everyone. In today's video, I will talk about how I joined the Indian Express. It is a very well-known newspaper brand, and in that company there are so many brands, other brands like the Indian Express, Jan Satta, Lok Satta. Nowadays there is a Screen Awards and Financial Express. So there are so many things in that company, and it is a very big company. And so in past video I explained why I left Aditya Saini and how so in today's video I will explain how I joined Indian Express and why I left Indian Express. So after Aditya Saini I joined this company. I applied on LinkedIn. I in my entire career till now, all the jobs I'm getting from LinkedIn. I'm very grateful for LinkedIn because it has given me a lot of opportunities. And so I applied on the Indian Express. There is a position of YouTube SEO manager. So I applied, then I had an interview call, and I gone for interview, and I have a first round. So in the first round, my manager Nikhil Garg sir, and he taken my interview, and I have said so many things in interview. Interview was good. Somewhere I was wrong in some kind of answers, but he have taken he observed my energy of I'm very passionate for this sector. Then the interview was over. I go home, but for some days now, no calls, nothing. Then I called the HR. They say that there are hierarchies in company, and there are so many approvals. Then after some days there are second round. Then I go for a second round interview. Then I have an interview with the SEO head, and then that interview happened. And after then some days I again called HR that why you are not doing this fast. Then again I called for a third interview. Then I have an interview with the head of SEOs, means the digital head of Indian Express. And he impressed I impressed him a lot. And then again HR, and then there is HR round. So there are almost 3 to 4 rounds for an Indian Express. And then I got opportunity. I selected, and Aditya Sani I was earning 40,000 because 25,000 in hand and 15,000 of accommodation. Now here they increased my salary for 2,000. So here I am getting 42,000 plus PF etc. PF is incentive type. So 42,000 for me is very good at that time. And I joined Indian Express, and on I think 13th March 2023 I joined Indian Express. I have all the highlights in my Instagram, you can see that. And so Indian Express is a very different kind of office, because currently I was in the past currently in the past I was working with Adda 247, that I worked with YouTuber. Now it is a very big company. There are so many hierarchies in Indian Express because it is a news channel. They have to focus, and it is a very set patterns, because it is a big company. There are set trends that if you have to do that work, you have to only do that thing. So I am doing SEO, means I am optimizing videos. This is my only work there. So I'm doing all day, I'm doing around 30 to 40 or 50 videos SEO alone. So it is a very repetitive kind of work, but I learned a lot. I learned how to behave in office culture, how to talk to our seniors, because there are a lot of seniors, how to behave in a team, how to present yourself. So there are a lot of things I learned there. I learned YouTube SEO, I learned YouTube in depth, analytics, YouTube analytics, sheets, how to manage Google Sheets, or there are so many things I learned. And at that time I loving the office too, very good. The office culture was too good. I don't know how it is currently, but my time it is was very good. So I was really enjoying, and I thought that the Indian Express is the best company I have ever get. And I'm very grateful for Indian Express. And my managers, Chandan sir, Nikhil sir, and the overall team loved me a lot, and I love them. We had two trips, and one for Rishikesh and one for Jim Corbett. And we have in every month we have a party in Garden Galleria. So there are office parties, and I make lot of friends. One of my friend is Preeti. She is also a YouTube, same position, same salary. We both were working. I was working on Jansatta, and she is working on the Indian Express. So we are optimizing 50 videos approx daily. So I was very enjoying that work. Then after 1.5 years I left Indian Express. I will explain why, but 1.5 years, it is a very long term. Then every day I'm doing the same work. And there is one more thing. You can't take so many leaves, because on anytime breaking news will come, you have to be available anytime. In weekends also we have to work, although it was 5 days working, but we have to work for 6 days. And if there are elections, you have to work more than your office hours. If there are any kind of breaking, and sometimes breaking only comes on weekend. If there is election day, you have to come on office on Sunday also, there is a no comp off. So these things I don't like, because there is no, I can say work life balance, but in news channels you can't have work life balance, because anytime anything happens in nation or in the world, you have to be available. So there are so many things. And as I said, there are so much hierarchy. If you want to do something new, you have to take approvals from so many people that you will, and there, and if you have something creative idea, the idea will not get implemented as fast as, because there are so many approvals, I said. So this is the second thing. And the most important thing is, I was very bored, because I was doing only SEO, video SEO, and in my internally I want to create content. I created some videos, but the amount videos are very low in numbers. So I was bored. Then I thought that I should join another company. And then I uh, I applied for other companies. Then I thought, why should I don't get join back at tech? Then I applied again on LinkedIn, and then I again had an opportunity. I will explain this next opportunity in the next video. So actually I'm recording all my journey, and I will make a separate playlist. And then, so I then I resigned from that company, and at the last day of working, 31st July 2024, I think, yes, 24. uh, th- and in 2024 or 25, I don't remember. No, 24. So last day working, I was so crying. I was really very feeling low. I cried a lot. All the team members are crying because I'm going. And that day I can't forget that day. And from morning to evening, I was just crying, because I love the office vibe. I love the person. I love my managers. There is and I also very satisfied at that time, in what I say. I was very enjoying that thing also. That's why I was in my comfort zone. That's why I left that company also. But very grateful for Indian Express. And I developed so much confidence in that company for YouTube. And I totally I worked on so many different things. But the main core thing is just doing SEO. That's why I left that company. And I'm hesitating, because my manager is in front of me. I was in meeting room, so please, for sorry for this guy. That's why my focus is every time I was very getting distracted, and that's why I'm not able to speak directly in front of camera, because my manager is in front of me, guys. So these are the some problems I can challenges come in the office. But don't worry, I will I will explain my next journey in the next video. Please let me know in the comment section what you thought on this, and how if you have any kind of doubt related to YouTube or social media, please do comment. And thank you so much, guys, and best of luck. Meet you in the next video.